And we are off. Buenas tardes, mi amigos. A little bit of a strange day today. It's been raining for the last 2 days. It's been too wet to combine. I take that back. Last night, Cooper and I went out to Kristen and Rusty's.
And now we're running. I think we got 30 acres done today so far. Get all the end rows off, get everything opened up for tomorrow.
We had a meeting this morning with some people from AGI on the Bend stuff. So hopefully, some stuff's getting taken care of there. They said they'd be getting back to us in a week. We're combining corn though. We're on truck duty right now. Ooh, looks like my back hopper ran empty. And then that one still got some in it. This new conveyor going into the dry leg is working pretty stinking good. But I will say, I think we got a little leak somewhere over here.
That's cold. That is cold. Looks like everything's running good though. I really don't know the age of this dryer, but it is quite old. We've used it for years and years. Someday, we're hoping to get a great big dryer here. I shouldn't say great big, but a bigger dryer, newer dryer than this one. I'm running the heat at 190 degrees, so I'm taking out like 160 degree corn through the conveyor, up the leg, to this bin right here. And then at night, we run the fans all night to cool it down, and I can actually take out moisture that way too. I have to keep track of the loads because we can only probably put 5,000, 4,000 bushels at a time in this. So I'm monitoring how many bushels are going out, how many we're putting in. She's hollow, empty there. We just don't want to go much more than there, which is really slowing the combine down. I don't hear corn running, but sometimes you gotta do what keeps you going. So we'll be putting corn up here too to try to help us keep the combine going, but it's really slowed us down.
Nasty.
Hola, Volvo Rojo.
The weird thing about Spanish, everything is backwards. In English, we'd say, hello, red Volvo, but in Spanish, it's hello, Volvo red. Hola, Volvo Rojo. Oh, hey, Rick, you wanted to go for a ride? On this next load that comes in, it's still in the wetter stuff, but after we grab that gray Freightliner, so this, next time you get in this truck, it should be the drier stuff.
Okay. And we should be able to unload this with the dryer going, don't you think? Because that does 8,000 bushels an hour.
Yeah.
We're not taking out 1,000 bushels an hour.
Yeah.
So we can run them both. Then we'll just have to switch that thing. And then I'll test the load, but I bet the way it keeps it sounds pretty dry. And then that would help relieve some pressure from the dryer.
Yeah. Ka-chow!
Oh, Ricardio coming through.
This red Volvo used to be like a paper delivery truck or something. It didn't haul very heavy loads. It's got a smaller clutch in it, but what's kind of interesting about it, if you let it sit and idle for too long, you let it shut off after like 3 minutes. So what you got to do is push in your truck parking brakes. Maybe this is a more common thing in other trucks than I know, but you push in the yellow one and then it doesn't shut off. And then the white Volvo, if you turn the cruise control on, then it'll do the same thing. It won't shut off. Fun fact. Over at Kristen and Rusty's, this side of the driveway, the west side, if you look right on the horizon, you can actually see the Bend site. So we're just straight east of the house, a mile. But this is the mile-long rows. It connects to Bill's on the other side of the house here. Then over here, these are half-mile rows going this direction. So this was all programmed all the way down to where Cooper is at right now. So he's in non-programmed stuff. So there's like a down, back, down, left now. And then we are done at Kristen and Rusty's. Bill's is done. We just have campground, which is 46 acres, and tabletop, which is 97 acres. Then we are done. This is the fastest harvest we have ever had. Our old record was the 9th of November. We could do it before the end of October this year. It's gonna be close.
The auger that runs down here, a lot of people had a good thought about putting maybe a different size pulley on, maybe a smaller motor. we are actually in our shed able to dial that down. So we've even had it go really slow. But with the tile up on the corn, making it pull so hard, just even going slow, it makes our belt slip. It's absolutely crazy. So now we have it set up where the electrician does. It don't kick in till there's not much corn on it, or if we come in and start dumping corn on it, it stops if it's still running when the next truck comes in.
All of our program acres have, on average, been about 5% wetter than our non-program acres, because the non-program stuff died 2 weeks before our program stuff. So this should be 15%, which would be dry enough we don't have to run it through the dryer. We can just run it straight up into the bin. We're gonna run it through the old dinosaur here just to make sure.
Right now it's at 14.5, and then we got to add temperature, what did I say, almost 60? So a little over a point.
Rick, we're trying to talk here, jeez. We're feeding corn to the hopper bottom right now, but since the stuff we got's dry, we're just gonna bypass the hopper bottom, so we're not gonna go to that spout. We're just gonna go right to the conveyor, right over to that bin. In order to do that, we need to make sure the legs shut off quick. And we need to push this down. Right now it's set on the hopper bottom bin. We're gonna turn it to, come on, the west conveyor. Yeah, there it is. The auger in the bottom of the dryer just shut off for some reason, and Dad can't get it to turn. Not the first time. Wait, it is the first time it's ever been done. Very hard. Didn't burn the belts off on the other end, you don't think, did it?
It looked good.
Yeah. As soon as we get done, too, we'll have to be sure to get this picked up right away. There's all the steam. We just got started on campground. Gotta get all the semis over here, because right now, they're over where that light is. That's Kristen and Rusty, so Mile Long Roads are right here. Other side of the road is campground, aka south side of Bill's. Got out of that non-program stuff on Kristen and Rusty, so we're on campground now, which was program. We tested the front of the semi. Came out just under 17%, which I think for Balsam Air would be safe to throw that in there, but we're gonna try testing this back hopper. Then we'll be able to find out. Basically right at 15%, 50 degrees, so we're gonna add 1.8 points to it. So basically 16.8, 16.9.
Back where to go. We're in the John Deere. We're in the 780. I don't know. I'm starting to like this thing. I am starting to like it. Pretty cozy in here.
What are you doing, Maverick? What are you doing? Hey, Coop.
Yeah, I wanted to set the tractor just ran it.
Oh, you're kidding me. So now we got to hook on to Thunder Creek. Hey, what are you doing? Get over in your seat. Hey, get over in your seat, bud. I push in the clutch and then just try turning a few times. If it does start, I'd push up the throttle a little bit so I can bleed through. There is a bleeder on top. I'm going to pop that hood open so maybe I can get in there. Here. Oh, yeah. Have you turn the key on, maybe, Owen? You go ahead and turn the key on again and we'll... Yeah, just turn it on so she can pump a little. And...
Coop's been keeping me running ragged. I've been running trucks back and forth. As soon as I get to the field, they have a full one ready to go for me. And I get back here, dump it, got one empty that Dad did. He's been checking the moistures between every load, so It's actually been working out pretty good. It's just I am not sitting still at all.
All right, here's to the last dump of the night. Seems like it's really pumping out of here. It's yielding really good. Can't complain with that one bit. Looks like we're just coming up onto the end here. We're gonna have a full cart. Not completely full, but semi-load. Gonna worked out any better.
I think they just got done on campground. Also got left is tabletop.
Quarter to 12. I think I'll go ahead and shut the dryer off for the night. I kinda, things running so good. Sometimes you almost hate to shut it off.
We have the fans on that bin. They're actually exceptionally quiet. I don't remember what they call this type of fan, if it's a centrifugal or a center or what, but I'm standing right beside it, and this is about as it gets, so I'm a fan. I'm gonna put those kind of fans on every bin we ever put up, unless they make quieter ones. Then you almost don't want it too quiet because you want to know that you have it on.
Come tend the garden with me. We have so many seeds to sow.